Welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Big news on the COVID-19 vaccine front tonight. We now know Wisconsin is set to receive 47,000 doses of the newly approved Johnson & Johnson vaccine starting next week. Meanwhile, a new group of people in Wisconsin is now eligible to receive vaccines starting today. That includes teachers and child care workers. News Watch 12's Rachel Eiler spoke with local school district officials today to find out more about their distribution plans. She joins us now live in studio with details. Rachel.
Justin, that's correct. Multiple school districts told News Watch 12 today that teachers are eager to get this vaccine, including the Wausau School District, who told us about 80% of their staff will choose to be vaccinated. It's certainly another step in the correct direction to combat the coronavirus, but based on the current allocation numbers, it will take some time to get that ball rolling.
The supply and demand is something that's frustrating for everybody. That being said, we do our best.
An already long wait list growing even longer, with several groups of Wisconsin residents now eligible to receive their COVID-19 vaccine. Allocation for doses to vaccinate teachers and child care workers began last Thursday. But although March 1st marks their eligibility, they won't receive the vaccine for a few more weeks.
March 15th, if we're really lucky, we might be able to start them March 8th. It depends on when the state starts to send the educator-specific portion of the vaccines to the providers.
But it will be guaranteed.
The state of Wisconsin is setting aside a specific allocation for our educators. When vaccinators in the state are submitting their request for vaccine, we're doing so on a 2-week process.
Other school districts may need to wait longer despite being prepared. Merrill area public schools started planning their vaccination clinic back in January. Now the wait close to being over, but still far away.
Here in Merrill, we actually have identified 2 dates with Lincoln County Health Department, that being March 18th and April 8th, as dates for a vaccination clinic, provided there are vaccines available at that time.
Vaccinators say the process could speed up after the FDA granted emergency approval for Johnson & Johnson's single-dose COVID vaccine over the weekend. However, Aspirus Health System, who will partner with Wausau School District to help vaccinate their educators, adds, just like the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine, it will depend on supply and demand.
Obviously, there are some efficiencies with the J&J vaccine. I think the thing we'll wait for is it's a fairly limited number right now, so we'll have to wait and see how that comes to the market. We're happy to have any of the vaccines, and we try and administer them to the community as fast as we can.
While vaccination for educators could be weeks away, the state's goal is to have all of them fully vaccinated by the end of April. And according to Wisconsin DHS, they say they are still on the right track. Justin?
All right, thanks, Rachel. Since the beginning of the pandemic, there have been over 28 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the United States, along with over 500,000 deaths, though those numbers have been coming down recently. The number of new confirmed cases has dropped, as you see, quickly and steeply since mid-December before plateauing over the last week or so. These are the latest numbers from the COVID Tracking Project. Meanwhile, the average number of COVID deaths peaked a bit later, mid to late December, at over 3,000 per day for the week. We're now at about 2,000 per day, which is about where we were in early December as well as back in the spring. Now, here in Wisconsin, our number of new confirmed cases has been falling ever since our peak in about mid-November before plateauing again over the last week or so. Today, DHS reports just 308 new cases of COVID-19 across the state, bringing our 7-day rolling average down to 610. New death numbers, as you see statewide, have been a bit more up and down, though today DHS reported no new deaths for the second straight day. We're averaging 18 per day over the last week. Outside, Jeff, we had a very up and down weekend and a cool day today.
Yeah, this was fun. High temperatures near 20 today, but we could easily double this tomorrow with high temperatures up near 40. That's not where we're at right now, though. It's 6 in Rhinelander, 5 below Eagle River, 13 from Ozanese. So, yeah, a cold night for us tonight. We're going to change that, though, tomorrow as we kick in a southwest wind through the morning. Right now, the wind's kind of all over the place, but beginning to turn out of the southwest. That's a big sign now of starting our warm-up. that'll make us hit 40 tomorrow and pretty much stay there the rest of the week. Now, there are some clouds to the west of us now. Look for partly cloudy skies tonight as these will get in here, but there's no rain or snow in them for us. That'll stay north of Lake Superior tonight. We are pretty much dry the next 5 to 7 days around here. Your forecast tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, low temperatures down near 0. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. One person has died after a snowmobile crash in Iron County this weekend. According to the Iron County Sheriff's Office, that happened around 11:15 Saturday night on Highway 51 in Mercer. They say the 50-year-old man had been traveling south with a group of snowmobilers when he was thrown from his machine. They say he was initially unconscious but breathing. However, emergency personnel say he later stopped breathing and they were unable to revive him. Law enforcement is still investigating the cause of that crash. Governor Evers has signed into law a bipartisan bill that'll boost pay for the state public defenders, saying the office has lost dozens of employees over the last year because of stagnant wages. The bill Evers signed today allows for merit-based pay raises beyond the standard 10%, but the Public Defender's Office will only be able to do that for this upcoming fiscal year, using savings from the past year, when the office lost 78 staff members. State Public Defender Kelly Thompson says the new law will allow them to compete with others seeking to hire their attorneys. Assembly Republicans are urging Governor Evers to divert more federal COVID-19 relief dollars to schools that are offering in-person instruction. A group of GOP legislators led by Representative Mark Bourne held a news conference today. They urge Evers to spend more discretionary funding from the CARES Act to help offset the cost of in-person schooling. Things that cost more these days are substitute teachers, you need more of them, personal protective equipment, and transportation. They cite multiple studies showing children learn better generally in person than virtually. Republicans have also been pushing for a broad return to in-person classes in general. Last month, the Budget Committee shifted $65.5 million in federal aid to schools that are offering in-person instruction. One kindergarten teacher from Minnesota hasn't just been tackling distance learning. She's also been facing many other obstacles, including battling ovarian cancer for a second time. But Kelly Klein refused to take leave for her treatment. She continued to teach classes online even during chemotherapy. Her story got national attention, and a nonprofit that does bedroom makeovers for cancer patients saw her story and wanted to give back. Boyd Hoopert was there for the big reveal.
The kindergarten class at Falcon Heights Elementary, accompanying their teacher to chemotherapy.
You're at the doctor's house.
Touched many.
I am at the doctor's house. You're right.
Kelly Klein's story traveled across the country
Wow.
and was seen in Iowa by Lisa Tan.
Our organization is called My Happy Haven. We're all about redecorating bedrooms for women who are on a cancer journey.
Lisa and her volunteers spent yesterday transforming Kelly's bedroom from this into this.
When somebody feels sick, down, want to get away from it all, where do they go to? They go to their bedroom.
While this was going on, Kelly was staying with her mom,
Welcome home.
Thank you.
unsure what will greet her inside.
There's so many good people in the world. So, I'm getting teary already. I'm not even in yet.
Good to see you guys.
Kelly's families and coworkers will be looking in too on Zoom. From front door
Oh my gosh.
to bedroom door.
Absolutely beautiful. This is better homes and gardens in my own home.
Beach theme and a newly posed picture of her kids, Mackenzie and Connor.
Every single moment you and I have been mother and son has been amazing.
Love you. Love you. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely an oasis. Like I can't get over it. Everything I dreamed of.
Still battling terminal ovarian cancer.
Best partner ever. Woo!
But Kelly Klein was reminded again today, it's a journey she won't be making alone.
Goodbye. Love you too.
Amazing story. It's Boyd Hoopert reporting. Tonight, a third COVID-19 vaccine is now being transported across the country. Hear how health officials say it compares to the other two in just a few minutes. But first, Jeffson with your full forecast, including a bit of a warm-up this week. You're watching News Watch 12, proud to serve Leona, folks all across the North Woods of Wisconsin.
Welcome to the show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. You will be my virtual audience.
Somebody cough. I heard a cough.
Every day, Hollywood's biggest stars and your favorite games.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Ellen's season 18 is so big.
That's not as big as I thought that would be.
Ellen, weekdays at 3 p.m.
Do you know a local teen who demonstrates exemplary character and is a role model in the community? Hi, I'm Newswatch 12's Justin Betty.
And I'm meteorologist Jeff Weller. We'll be hosting the Ymca Teen Character Awards on April 15th. We need you to nominate a teen who demonstrates the Y's core values: caring, honesty, responsibility, and respect.
Teachers, counselors, neighbors, family, friends are all encouraged to nominate someone using the nomination form.
This is an opportunity for you to recognize a teen who demonstrates the Y's core values.
Here's an anonymous note. Rest in peace to all the famous people we know about who died from drug and alcohol abuse. Who's next? You? A family member? You can stop this kind of death in its tracks. Call the Drug and Alcohol Detox and Treatment Helpline now for help. If you have insurance, we can put you or a loved one in a program to eliminate the drugs and alcohol in 7 to 30 days. Change your life now. Rest in peace. Every singer or movie star who died from drug or alcohol abuse. An overdose or death from alcohol does not have to be in your life today. Learn how to eliminate drugs and alcohol from your life. Call the Drug and Alcohol Detox and Treatment Helpline now for a free chat with an experienced counselor.
Call 866-899-3865. That's 866-899-3865.
Well, the early March sunshine sure felt nice today, but outside it was a bit chilly, right? That west wind coming through with temperatures in the teens for highs. We will not do that again tomorrow. Much warmer air is on the way beginning tomorrow and lasting pretty much forever, it seems like now, into the weekend and beyond. But check out temperatures currently. It's 5 below in Eagle River, 10 below in Land O'Lakes, 6 in Rhinelander, 1 below in Leona. We'll have low temperatures down near 0 tonight for one night only. And these are probably going to rise tonight as well as we kick in a southwest breeze overnight, and we'll have warmer temperatures by sunrise tomorrow. All right, so here's the wind right now all day long out of the northwest around 10 to 15 miles per hour. That is now switching out of the southwest. That's beginning our warm up, but it's going to get a little gusty tomorrow. We could see wind gusts near 30 miles per hour, making air temperatures near 40 feel much colder. Speaking of feel like temperatures, here we are outside currently. The air temperature and feel like temperatures are about the same right now because the wind has really died off and we'll have no wind chill or feel like temperatures this night. All right, so here we go outside. Looking 41 tomorrow, 39 for Wednesday, 40 for Thursday. You seen a trend here? Nothing like today, right? And then by the end of this forecast period, Sunday and Monday, highs mid, upper 40s are on the way. And all signs now point toward after next weekend, or after this weekend coming up, we're going to keep that warm air around, especially across the Great Lakes, with a high chance of above average temperatures, and not just kind of above average, like way above average temperatures across the Great Lakes and the south as well. We'll keep things warm around here. That's going to melt a lot of snow, close lots of trails, and make things feel like spring around here, beginning as soon as tomorrow. All right, so daylight right now, we gain an hour and 37 minutes of daylight through the month of March. It's set today at 5:45. That will change soon because of the time change, as you know, on March 14th. Okay, going forward. So snowfall-wise, it snows in March. So it usually snows in March. We'll see about this year, but here we go. This is the last 5 snowy seasons in March. 4.3 last year, 7.3 in 19. Look at 18, 16.5 inches. So get ready. It's going to snow, or it should snow in March. We'll see. But until then, right now, we have warm air on the way, and snow is going to be hard to come by the next 5 to 7 days around here. So our snowpack is going to take a hit. I was on the trails this weekend, and they were fantastic in Vilas County. However, with warmer temperatures on the way, 40s in there there as well. Those trails are going to turn to slush very quickly. The best days are probably behind us trail-wise across the Northwoods. Looking outside now, lots of clear skies, but there are some clouds to the west of us too. We'll keep the flurries probably north of Lake Superior tonight, but we'll definitely get some cloud cover in here this evening, as there's a little system right in there, lots of cloud cover with it, that'll likely stay to our north. There's a storm track to our south right now, one to our north. We're kind of in between again. Remember, pretty much all winter long we've been in between flows. That's happening again as we have pretty much high pressure settling in for a couple days with us. One to our south, one to our north. We are in a happy spot in the middle. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, lows down near 0 with a southwest wind around 5. For tomorrow, it's Tuesday, mostly sunny. That's nice, right? 41, that's great, but windy tomorrow. It's going to gust near 30, making that 41 feel much colder. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows temperatures near 40, lots of sunshine, maybe some 50s in there next weekend. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. Right now, the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine is making its way across the country. It's the third vaccine approved for use here in the U.S. Nick Watt has more.
The first doses of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine have shipped. 3 vaccines are now out there in the mix.
This is all very, very good news. You know, all 3 vaccines are safe and highly effective at preventing what we care about most, and that's very serious illness and death.
Plus, Johnson & Johnson's is single dose and does not need deep freeze storage.
We'll have 20 million in March and 100 million by June, and hopefully by the summer, contributing a lot to vaccinating all of the United States.
But issues remain.
Scheduling remains for far too many people too frustrating, and we need to make it better.
From today, teachers in Connecticut, Mississippi, and Louisiana are eligible for vaccination. Educators now on the list in 31 states and Washington, D.C. Not yet in Massachusetts, where today roller rinks and theaters can reopen at half capacity.
It's a good step in the right direction, that's for sure.
But let's hold off on the high fives.
It is really risky to say it's over, we're on the way out, let's pull back. Just look historically at the late winter, early spring of 2020, of the summer of 2020. When we started to pull back prematurely, we saw the rebound.
Average new case counts have been falling sharply for weeks, but
our recent declines appear to be stalling. Please hear me clearly. At this level of cases with variants spreading, we stand to completely lose the hard-earned ground we have gained.
On average, around 2,000 Americans are still dying from this disease every day.
Get vaccinated with the first vaccine available to you. Protect yourself, your family, and your community from COVID-19.
That's Nick Watt reporting. Nationwide, almost 77 million doses of vaccine have been given out so far. Former Wisconsin football standout and NFL defensive MVP J.J. Watt has decided on his new team. We'll show you where he is headed after the break. But first, here's tonight's Job Watch.
Job Watch is brought to you by Ripco Credit Union.
Elevate your curb appeal and protect your home with Atlas Roofing from Menards. The roof is easily one of the most overlooked features of any home, even though it is one of the most important. Built with beauty and durability in mind, Castleberg shingles will add great value to your home while protecting it for years to come. All Castleberg shingles now $19.99 after 11% rebate. Save 11% on everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The Great American Sales Event at your local Ford store has just been extended. Don't miss out on FlexBuy with 0% APR for 66 months plus $1,000 President's Day cash on top of other offers on select SUVs. With added days of deals on America's best-selling brand, now's a great time to buy. Hurry in or shop online before March 1st. Choose FlexBuy in a 2021 Explorer with 0% APR for 66 months plus $1,000 President's Day cash. Hurry, the Great American Sales Event ends soon.
fun.
Dude, I'm so excited. I just can't wait for summer.
Can't wait to get on the water? Then get to American Marine and Motorsports for extended boat show deals. We have tens of thousands of dollars left in manufacturer rebates. Walk in or go to our website and book your VIP shopping experience now. Get the lowest prices guaranteed and pick from the most boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else. Don't get left out in the cold. Get to American Marine. Shawano.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor. Have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
Coming up on your Tuesday, we'll be joined by Nurse Christina Paris on this week's Nursing the North.
And our weather's going to be nice, quiet, and boring, Peter. Temperatures will be warming up into the upper 30s to lower 40s, melting a lot of snow. More when you tune in.
Sports Watch 12 starts now.
Wisconsin native J.J. Watt was one of the best players in free agency this offseason. A lot of Packers fans thought there was a good chance Green Bay would sign the three-time Defensive Player of the Year because of his connection with the state, but today he announced his decision. Watt will be heading out west to play with the Arizona Cardinals. This decision seemed to come out of left field. No one really speculated that he would sign with the Cardinals. Most thought he would sign with the Packers or maybe the Steelers to join his brother TJ, but he's heading to the desert to play with a defensive coordinator that he's very familiar with in Vance Joseph. Watt will be joining Chandler Jones on that Arizona defense. Those two players have the most sacks in the NFL since 2012. Chandler Jones with 97, Watt with 95.5. Speaking of the Packers, Aaron Rodgers made an incredibly generous donation to businesses in his hometown. The California native donated $1 million to small, locally owned businesses in and around his hometown of Chico, California. The Green Bay Packers quarterback created the Aaron Rodgers Small Business COVID-19 Fund last month. Now, 9 of the businesses that received the money were personally notified by Rodgers through video calls. The videos will for sure brighten your day up. You can watch those on his Instagram page. The Brewers got off to a good start in spring training yesterday, beating up on the Chicago White Sox. Today, they faced the Arizona Diamondbacks. Brewers came away with another victory. They take down the Diamondbacks 7-1 the final. Manny Pena hit a 2-run homer for the Brewers to open up their scoring. And then Auburndale native Jordan Zimmerman pitched today for Milwaukee. Zimmerman threw 1 inning and gave up 3 hits and 1 run. Next up, the Brewers have the Athletics coming up tomorrow. Now, check your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally March. If you're like me and your brain automatically just starts to think about March Madness. And after everything being canceled last year due to COVID-19, I am ready for this year's March. The Badgers are going through a bit of a rough patch right now. They've lost 6 of their last 10 games. Granted, these losses came against some really good teams. Top 5 teams, to be exact, like Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State, and Illinois. But even with the losses, this team will make the tournament. According to ESPN, Wisconsin is currently a 5 seed, but they still have a lot of games to play. They take on Purdue tomorrow and then Iowa on Sunday. Now, thinking of baseball this time of year is always a little weird for me. When I think of baseball, I think of warm, sunny days full of water and sunscreen. But right now, it's just cold and snowy. But for Wausau West, they had baseball on the mind, and they found their new skipper. John Albee was announced as the new head Warrior baseball coach today. Albee served as the head coach over at Edgar from 1999 to 2013. But Albee is well known around the Wausau baseball community. He has taught baseball to area youth for more than 10 years. And that's all I have in sports. Justin, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Griffin. Health officials are warning the COVID-19 pandemic has led to a rise in domestic and dating violence, including among teens. Hear what they recommend to reverse that trend after the break.
Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away.
Alan Jackson has become a part of America's musical landscape and a country music icon over his 25-year music career.
Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
Now he delivers a powerful performance featuring songs from his very personal release entitled Precious Memories.
I love to tell the story. 'Twill be my thing Are you ours? In the blood.
Filmed live at the historic Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, this unique DVD captures powerful gospel performances and intimate interviews with Alan, his mother, and his wife as he reflects on his musical journey.
This is my story. This is my song.
If you call now to order this inspirational video, you'll also receive, as a very special bonus, a 2-CD collection featuring 28 classic gospel favorites.
Love lifted me. Love lifted me. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He lives, he lives, Christ Jesus lives today.
This DVD keepsake is a priceless addition to any music collection, and it can be yours along with this bonus 2-CD collection for the special low price of $29.95 plus shipping and handling. To order, have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen.
When we all get to heaven, what
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell risk if they're taken by someone they weren't prescribed for, or harm if accidentally taken by a child or a pet. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop-off boxes. If there isn't one available, check the FDA's flush list. If your medicine isn't on the flush list, you can dispose of it in the trash. Get information to keep your family safe.
The COVID-19 pandemic has caused countless kind of side effects on society beyond the virus itself. Now experts say they are seeing an increase in dating violence over the last year. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez reports.
Relationships is something that matters. And it's really important for us to establish, what we want our relationships to look like and what healthy looks like for ourselves.
In 2018, the CDC reported that 1 in 9 females and 1 in 36 males were experiencing sexual and dating violence in the past year. Domestic violence advocates say the conditions of COVID-19 has created a feeding ground for abuse.
I think isolation is the number one, and especially with COVID-19 and being at home. We do see a raise in domestic violence in general, and definitely teen dating violence.
And this year, experts say with teens spending more time at home, being isolated due to COVID-19, sexting is now a major concern when it comes to dating violence. They say more people are spending time online and looking for that sense of comfort and belonging through social media.
A lot of young people go on social media talking to different people, and sometimes sexting as a way of, coping, and also just a way to feel loved and validated.
But it can be a slippery slope.
Usually, statistics show that actually a lot of young girls are doing this, right? And we don't know who they're sending these photos to. We don't know where these photos can go. And so this is just a cycle of sexual violence that happens within young people.
And advocates say it's up to youth to take charge in breaking down a cycle by building the foundation of what it means to be in a healthy relationship now through conversation.
And by us talking about teen dating violence and really being the movement of ending it, we're also ending violence that happens against ourselves.
In the Northwoods, Georgina Fernandez, Newswatch 12.
Welcome to Land O'Lakes, Serenity at the top of Wisconsin.
Stay with us at the Gateway Lodge in Land O'Lakes. Relax in our indoor pool, delicious dinners, and the coziest lounge in town. Come back to tradition at the historical Gateway Lodge.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
It's only a matter of time until your check engine light comes on, or worse yet, your car needs repair. That could mean a big surprise auto repair bill. That's why it's so important you call CarShield today.
I was elated that I had CarShield. I was more than happy.
It's no fun when you have a car and it's broken and you can't pay for it to get it fixed.
So, if your vehicle has 5,000 to 150,000 miles, just tell us the make and model of your car or truck and get an instant plan quote. In a matter of minutes, you can be covered.
My experience with CarShield is that they absolutely come through every time I need them.
If my car breaks down, I can count on CarShield to cover it for me. CarShield definitely has my back.
Your car could break down at any moment, but you could stop expensive repair bills by calling CarShield. Waiting could cost you thousands, so pick up the phone and get CarShield's very affordable coverage right now. Call 800-682-0705, 800-682-0705.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Mornings are brighter with Newswatch 12 today. Wake up from 5 to 7 with your morning news team. Marissa Silvas, Peter Dubois, and Devin Biggs. Newswatch 12.
Hi, I'm Maria Seefeld with Miracle of Marshfield. If you're struggling hearing your favorite news or TV shows, please stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Land O'Lakes, you okay out there? 10 below currently in Land O'Lakes, 5 below in Eagle River. We'll have lows down near 0 tonight for one night only. Much warmer air is on the way for us beginning tomorrow. Some clouds working in there as well. The flurries should stay at North Lake Superior. However, we'll get some clouds tonight and a few clouds around tomorrow as well. Check out this 7-day. The teens are gone, 40s are back. For tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we could do 50 on next weekend.
Warmer and sunny, at least.
Yeah.
It's be a big improvement. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great night.